Keith to left field. Matos is back. He's at the warning track, and he can't make the catch. It's on a hop over the wall, and that will be a double for Colt Keith, unfortunately, actually.
Turned in a nice defensive play early in the game. On the ground, Shaw, and that eats him up. Into left field, Martinez will take a big turn as Happ retrieves it and fires it in.
Jude Walker, and goes through the legs of Toy at first.
106.2 off the bat.
That ball was ripped.
Uribe icing him. And a bouncing ball ranging over Ortiz to a knee. Pops up, throws, and Hoskins cannot come up with it. And on his way to second goes McMahon. The tag not in time.
Ground ball towards the hole. Swanson will backhand, low throw, and a pick that gets away. Turner trying to swipe pick, and it gets away from him. That'll be a base runner for the Astros with one.
Softly hit. Giolito with a bobble, and safe at first. It cost him. Let's see if the Red Sox challenge this play at first base.
Get to you, but there's some pressure there.
Yainer Diaz, and this is just the second error all year since he came up on Ryan Ritter, and I mean he's been so steady defensive.
And knocked down by Guerrero. That allows Chisholm to score, and Dominguez reaches, and the game is tied at 4. Guerrero was thinking home plate and never watched the ball.
Payoff again to Wade, and he lost the ball. De La Cruz is on.
Didn't mean to, but ball dropped by the second baseman Mauricio. You can't find an easier ground ball. Sam is aboard on the air.
When it rains, it pours, Greg.
Thought about that, like calculating the number of home runs in the month.
June has felt like a better offensive.
That's just it. I feel like things have gotten better. There's a ground ball, and Crawford's throw bounces away from Solano.
Hard hit and handled. Nope, dropped. And Gonzalez will have no play. Instead of the final out, the inning continues.
And that's under the glove of Clement and into left field. Bellinger scores. Moving to third is Chisholm. And the Yankees have shaved a run off the lead. It's 4-3.
2 outs. Durbin, little half swing. Fair ball. And a bad throw. Durbin keeps on trucking. To second he goes. Fulford throws it away.
Lead on the Jazz Chisholm Jr. home run as Grisham pops it up. Sky high. Shallow right. Urias converges with Butler, and it drops. Second pop-up that is dropped.
The ground left side. Caminero drops it, picks it up and throws, and safe the call. Urias reaches. Caminero
Kicks off the mound, and a tricky play for Witt, who tries to stay with it, but at that point it's too late. Canzone is aboard. Infield base.
And I got promoted to bassoon.
Oh, promoted. Oh. Bouncer third, and Rosarena will reach on the error. Young, it got on him in a hurry, but that's a play I'm sure he'd tell you he makes.
And on the right side, that is going to eat up Sogard. It'll roll into right field. Wagner will be safe. That'll put runners at first and third for the Blue Jays.
Tough play for Perdomo on the backhand. What a throw. And Naylor couldn't quite hang on.
I mean, you're dragging your hands into the hitting zone on a pitch that's right at you. Oh, look at that.
Wagaman couldn't connect, and everybody's safe. That should have gotten Alcantara out of the inning, and Eric Wagaman just simply dropped.
The schedule with a 6.5 game lead. That one skips past Isaac Paredes and into left field. Paredes has made a lot of those plays this year, but this one got by him for a base hit with one out.
Ground ball Fair behind the bag. Riley's got it. His throw gets by Olsen and goes into the dugout. Marsh will score. Trey Turner will go to second. It's 9-0.
Slow roller, long run, and nice stretch again by Alonso as Mauricio had a long way to go.
Okay, so this goes back to the point I was starting to make earlier tonight. A bobble at shortstop. Williamson on via the error, and there is a rare misplay by Seager.
House, Rally House. Yeah, perfectly beautiful day and night in this neighborhood as lost. Canario lost the ball. Maybe assumed that Reynolds was taking it.
He does here, showing his back to the batter. Ortiz fires across, short hop, and Jordan Beck is safe. He runs well. He gave.
There's a squibber, and Witt tried to gobble it up, but it spun out of his glove.
You got that right. Try to field a ball like that that's squibbed, and you got to catch it square.
There's the pick at the shortstop position. Wide throw and safe. Good job by Beatty to avoid the tag. Triolo.
Tremendous play.
Commands mechanics as well.
There's a little number toward the third base side, and Ortiz unable to field his position as Burleson reaches on an infield hit. So Ortiz got his feet crossed up there, hit the deck, and
for 10 attempts. Here's a ground ball, and Muncy will grab it. The long throw, he's not going to get there in time. Here comes the run home, and they will get Zach McKinstry. So McKinstry tried to push the envelope.
To the left side, knocked down by Williamson. He'll play Larnach at first base. Solano can't dig it out. A run scores. Buxton at third base, and he is going to be held by Watkins.
Waiting this long to see the Cubbies, that is a great way to finish things off.
Check swing, didn't mean to. Pozo overran it, and his throw off target.
And that is 10 strikeouts for the Royals tonight. And now Mangum and Lynch. I don't know if he's trying to flip the ball or apply the tag, but it comes flying out of his glove. And
up the middle, ranging is Abrams, slides to the right side, and the throw off the mark, and he didn't get him. So safe is Sheets. The throw was to the home plate side.
Bounced up the middle and bobbled by Lau, and no play. And the Royals need one more runner to bring the tying run to the plate.
See if he gets one of those sliders down the way here.
Golf toward Horner at second, to his right, and a very quick inning. You won't be so quick. Bush drops the ball at first.
Little tapper up that first base side, and a shuffle, and that ball is loose. Going to roll up the right field line. Yandy's going to score.
And that's a hot shot under the glove of Freddie Freeman.
Actually, it broke his glove.
Amazing, amazing. You thought maybe it could have got away from him a little bit.
to left, Collins charging, and he dropped it. He had it in his grips, but could not make the play.
In a very busy month of June for Vinny Capra.
On the ground, Vargas. It'll go off his glove. So Grichuk will reach, and there's 2 on.
All by myself. The times that I actually got out of those struggles is because I asked for some advice.
And there's a bobble and an error on Cody Clemens, and that also has been
from Larnach last night.
Rolls this one to first, and Ty France misses it. And Raley will hang on near first base. So the second error committed by the Twins tonight. Both have come on the right side of the infield. Clemens in the second
play, which would end up being a big play.
1 ball, 1 strike. The ground ball right at Kingery as he knocks it down, juggles it, and makes an error. I'm just going to say, with Zach Neto being,
it wasn't time yet for James Wood, so you got to give something up.
Slowly hit, and Kolek will fire this one away. Kind of threw it in towards the runner. And Abrams will end up at second base by the time Cronin.
So much.
That ball back up the middle, slowly hit. My drop will collect. The throw off the mark, but Vargas supplies a tag.
I think they want to take a look at that.
They indeed do.
There at 102 to have that good a command.
That one off the end of the bat. Taylor's going to have to field his position. Can't quite find it, but the throw is just not in time.
Off the pitcher, kicks out and off of Abrams to second base, and reaching will be Gavin.
It's that one. Back to the pitcher. Lauers only plays at first, and he throws it wide. Everybody's safe, and now the Guardians with runners.
Shades of the machine when he was one of the great contact hitters for many years. Bounce to short on the spin. De La Cruz, tall throw, shot over steer, ricochets off the padding. Good job to back it up and gather with the bare hand.
It really doesn't matter. It's where you're at 162.
3-2 pitch. This one loops softly to short, bobbled by Crawford, and everybody's safe. Some spin on that baseball upon dissension, and France
rolled to second, and Garcia can't handle it.
That's a shot off the glove. Unbelievable. And the Giants take the lead.
That's 2 times in this series that we've seen a Red Sox second baseman miss.
Well, we've seen some Benny bombs recently. Slow roller. And it's misplayed, and the Sox tie the game. Hoffman couldn't field it cleanly, and Slater scored.
The 2-2. Popped him straight up on the infield. Betts coming in from short. Oh, and he bobbles it.
In the air, fly ball into shallow right field. 3 A's going for it, and no one gets it. Brent Rooker ultimately had the best look at it. It drops in.
You see the wrist start to roll? The wrist started to roll there. He still kept it back.
Chopped to the left side, in and out of the glove of Keith. And by the time he recovers, no chance at first. Morrell is aboard.
Is still a little bit better than Texas's as a team. Turner off the end of the bat, left center field. McNeil and Nimble nearly collided. Neither can make the play. McNeil from his knees throws it, and Turner.
Here's a bunt, get past Kelly. Kelly bobbles it. It'll go, I'm sure, as a hit. Love it.
Well, he knew he had to get rid of it, too.
And a one-hopper comes up. Picked up by Walls, and the throw's not going to be in time. That was a short hop to Lau, and as it popped up, he lost.
And another pop-up. And it's going to fall.
A little floater into left. Ramos moving over and bobbles the ball. He dropped it. The run is in to score, and they'll move up to second and third.
Ground ball towards third. It goes off the glove of Rengifo, and it's going to score a run. That ball looked like it was playable. Instead, it's 3-2 Astros.
I think 500 over that impressive run. And he shoots one the other way. At second, bobbled. Sajaysi safe. Everybody's safe. 2 on, nobody out.
Today's case, most likely that'll be the case.
1-2. This one rolled weakly left side. On the move goes Lee, and a juggle and a bobble, and Frelick is on. And Frelick, speaking of getting up.
In the second inning, when 9 batters came up against Mitch Spence. Here's a dribbler back to the pitcher. Ortiz collects, and he airmails it. Muncy will hold up, though, as he realizes the ball is right there, and the second baseman was pretty close to get.
Especially with position players, Wayne, because pitchers will adjust to you, and that's exactly what we're seeing sometimes.
And there's a rare error from Jeremy Pena. As Adele gets to second base, Pena boots that one.
Hit hard. Brujan near the chalk.
Throws a low skipper. Bush can't handle it. Crawford scores. Polanco is into third. And
Hit up the middle, over the bag, and kicked by Hamilton. Maybe a base hit, but I think it's a play Hamilton would.
To short. And unable to make the scoop on the back end is Frelick. And Bride. 2-2, little ground ball toward the hole. Koss with a boot. Here comes the run, and the Red Sox have the lead. Anthony will score. So Koss with a misplay.
TV.
Yeah, all right. That's better. Say hello.
Say hi.
That gets through the infield. I wanted to ask you about Matthew Tkachuk. You've won 3 consecutive Stanley Cups. He's got
little chopper hit to the left side, and the peg to first. Low throw drop. 1 run is in. Here comes Wynn. He will score standing up. And the Reds.
You have a fighting chance.
Here's a ground ball from Lawrence Butler. Altuve will boot it. Butler has to charge up, and he's on. Oh, he saw it.
Ripped to third. Oh, it gets underneath the glove of Bone. That'll be his third.
For Profar is he could be a guy they slot into that 2 spot, so that feels like he's a good match there.
Yeah, right behind Acuna. We'll see how it all plays out. Meanwhile, Ozuna's going to reach here. Looked like an innocent ground ball.
Is it becoming normal? Tall throw. That took Steer off the bag. Safe arrival for France.
A little tapper left side. Going to be tough. And a bobble by Caminero down there at third. He knew he was going to have to.
Hit sharply and off the glove of Holiday. And into right field. Hit so hard it handcuffed him. We'll see how they score that. Yeah.
Soft line drive, and it's going to be. He missed it. Hamilton missed it, and the Giants take the lead. Wilmer Flores, unbelievable.
You have the ability to do that here tonight. Chopper over to third, and a rare error for Jose Ramirez.
Well, something that
He's had 3 of those this month. Comebacker, and it's dropped by the starter.
Oh.
Well, Kurtz calls safe. The umpire calls out. That's
Philadelphia. Lopez hitting .227 in 17 games in the month of June. That one backs up Austin Riley. Long throw to first, not in time.
High in the air, left center. It's going to chase Doyle and Hilliard toward the gap, and Brenton Doyle's simply going to drop the ball. It gets away from him, and his
offer needed from DHing. Grounded to short. Bogarts. Wide throw, and Edmonds on. Second time tonight. The Padres have had a chance to turn a grounder into an out, but an errant throw has put a run.
Here's a grounder to third. And Brady's will go over to first. He'll airmail it. In comes Kurtz easily. And now to third will be Urshela. So the errant.
And a quick note on his time there as Bone grounds one sharply to short. Handled by Winkler, but a low throw, and Wagnerman can't pick it at first. That's on Jack. That'll be his second big league game.
hard against our guys. And a 2-hopper out to their shortstop Ritter, who drops it, and that'll be his first error.
1 home run, if you remember, it was a grand slam. Bounces this one to short, and it's kicked by Arias. Did you see that hop coming? I did.
It was coming.
A little different brand of baseball. It's Boozer fielding, and his throw is high and off the bag. So Gorman is safe at first.
Off the end of the bat. But it stays up in the air, and it drops in between the defenders. Meisner and Lowe converge. Nobody gets it. And another.
Hot shot to the right side and into right field for a base hit. Carroll fields and fires in. Well, that's 3 hard hit balls.
Pitch of the day for Bradley. And it's a ground ball, slow moving. Aranda can't make the play. And another mishap in the field from Tampa Bay. So the Mets have the bases loaded.
Pick it up early. Towards the hole, Adames. And it's in and out of his glove. Here's Carlos Santana, and he bounces this one. And from the outfield grass, and recovering is Fitzgerald, and it's not in time. You forget that Santana, even at...
But right to Rengifo. Bad throw. And Goldschmidt's in. And E5.
I should say, for Walker. This one in the air. Pretty well struck. To the right center, and that is off the end of the glove of Caglione. And that is a bad play. Heim dives into second.
Rojas back up the middle, but Lynn placed perfectly. And they can't make the scoop at first. The Sox catch a break and score their first run of the ball game. We are tied here in this 4th inning.
Right in front of the plate. Raleigh pounces on it, throws low. And it's all the way to the short wall in the right field, fielded by Dom Canzone and Schneemann, who looked like he would be out number 2.
On the ground to third. Nice spear by Keith. Laterally safe. Torque was off the bag.
Good effort.
Ground ball sharply hit, and that goes past Javi. De La Cruz is on, and his speed certainly is a weapon.
Wine shirt on Pena's bobblehead. A lot of wine shirts to go around. Oh, that's routine. And Brendan Rodgers is going to reach. We rarely.
Interesting.
This inning deserves that.
Oh, curveball. Little spinner to first. Backhanded by Kemp. Has trouble getting it out of his glove. And Clement is going to be safe at first.
Puts this one in play. Mydra throws off line. Smith heads home. Rangers lead. There's a mustache. Seager to second. Booted. The rebound to Mydra, but Seager beats it out.
At one point, 30 and 32, 30, 34.
Yeah, about a week and a half ago. The air shallow right. Garcia's got it. Inning over. No, he dropped it. Oh, he dropped.
Goes back and catches it, and he's at second with 1 out. Then it's a terrible base running.
Hassel, contact play. Oh, the ball is booted. Everybody's safe. Wagaman came up and dropped it.
Lefties, the fastball is generally out there.
That ground ball kicks off of the third baseman, Kevin Newman, ricochets into center. Westberg never stopped. He gets all the way to second. What a...
In Colorado, but hope he has some success there. Boy, Holmes fumbles this one, and then he throws it away. Ronald's going to have to track that down. Ritter might get to third on this.
Throw him out.
Under the glove of Espinal, Suzuki is aboard. That'll be an E5. Got him reaching out towards left center. Benson and Fried. Oh, it's off of Benson. Suzuki racing around second. PCA into second.
Ground ball to short. Hung one and it gets away from Turner. The Brewers will tie the game.
How about that? We were talking about how good Turner is and how consistent this infield has been on ground ball.
This turnaround. A 3-run homer in the 6th by Harris. Now that one bobbled there by Estrada. Ozzie will reach. But a 3-run homer last inning by Harris. 3-run homer in
stadium.
Ground ball right side off the mound is Bradley off his glove, and he can't pick it up to make the play. So Soto on first base.
in play. Cutting it off Toro. High throw, took him off the bag. Should have had an out there. That will be an error.
Castillo stays on. Brandon Lau hits his first pitch on the ground to Alonso. And it's dropped by Castillo. Well, the Mets are not.
It's the best record in baseball in that time, and in first place in the East. Big old bounce to second. Campbell has to wait on it, then it pops out of his hand like a wet bar of soap.
I don't think he has handled them the times that he's gone out to the mound to visit them. Dollander bobbles it, and Baldwin reaches, and now he's going to get to second base. Look at that little door after. Ground ball. Riley bobbles, and he'll not be able to recover, so Goodman will reach.
This one is softly hit. And Brand Herter threw it away.
Well, that was a mess from the get-go. Hit off the end of the bat.
1-0 home, and a ground ball. Campbell back it up, misplayed that one. And has no throw at first base. So he had made a nice stab earlier. This one he boots.
Instead of trying to hit 5-run homers, guys are just taking the ball back up the middle.
That shattered bat. Oh, Javi Baez wanted to go to third to get Stevenson.
I think that bat messed him up. That bat landed right.
Against the Dodgers, got him for a few, but other than that, he's been fantastic.
At short, Volpe will bobble it. Refsnyder's going to be safe. Yankee defense has been very.
That situation.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, you're in tune now. There's one right there, one hopper, an easy play, but it's going to go as an error.
That might have broke the webbing.
It did. It went through his glove.
200. So he hits that one on the ground.
Oh. And nobody can make a play. Neto came over, cut in front of Kingery, but couldn't find the handle.
Yeah, I mean, that ball might have jumped up on him a little bit, but he got it.
Adele, who hit his second home run of the ball game. At first base, backhander by Gonzalez, and a bad toss. Shonwell will be safe.
With his arms in the air. So this is his first big league baseball bobblehead. Grounded to first, and he's going to reach. Popped out of Alonso's hand like a wet bar of soap. And Edmonds on.
Grounded to De La Cruz on the backhand. Tall throw. That sails into the camera well. That means second base.
Not big movement, but he's got good command of it.
Tapper to third. Machado charges. He will throw on the run. And it's offline. And
Chopper hit towards first. Alcantara's got to cover and get over. That was not a very good throw by Eric Wagaman. That was a late developing play.
Here's Suarez, and he has that one go under his glove. And Olsen will head to third. He's going to come home. Throw to the plate. He's safe.
And a ground ball, right side, bobbled, picked up, and the throw is wide. That will be an error. Backed up by Theis on the throw that skipped.
They're fresh and ready to go when it matters the most. As Young, another great pick at third. Long throw. It gets away. And Arenado legs out at infield single.
And if you're going to get to him, you got to get to him early, and that's an opportunity.
That ball sneaks under the glove of Junior Caminero, and Jeremy Pena's going to get to second. Well, Caminero, who had a DH day yesterday back in the...
As they credit him with a sac bunt his last time up. And that one under the glove of Holiday, and the Sox will catch a break as Benintendi scores the first run of the game for the Sox here in this sixth inning.
Well, never. To Jorge Soler. Bouncer to third, clank!
Everybody's safe. 2-0 Angels.
So there we'll get an RBI on that. It'll be an E5. Toro.
Fauché last worked on Saturday in a save. Needed 18 pitches. And is bobbled by Arcia. And Lopez is safe at first.
Are starting to show up, but he's swinging the bat much better than he did the past couple of years.
Off the glove of Wilson and rolls into right field. But stopping at third is Escara. So Grisham with the hard hit ground ball played it to the
that night. Wow. Dennis Santana, an easy out, turns that into an error.
Don't tell him that.
Hit up the middle. Adames in and out of his glove. And that'll be a 2-out error.
Slow roller on the ground. And a high throw as Corey Lee will end up at first base to start this bottom half of the 7th inning.
Hit hard out to short. That eats up Arcia. That should be an E6.
So 3 times today, Connor Norton.
slow roller. Naylor fields. And the ball mishandled by Manzardo, allowing Chisholm to reach. They had to hurry it because Chisholm was flying down the line.
The sinking fastball, the sinker from Mitch Spence.
Buxton on the ground to third. Muncy right there to gobble it up, and a low throw to first, and Soderstrom can't dig it out. That's how the ball game will start.
Goes in on his hands, gets a ground ball to third. Rosario cut in front of C.J. Abrams, but couldn't glove it. Would have been a tough play for either infielder there, as
it's well established what Buck can do. On the ground to Brooks Lee, a little bobble, try to recover, can't. So Lee, after making a wild pitch on the ground to the left side, and Garcia boots it. Another one comes in to score. White Sox put up a full.
It's all right. We're starting to get used to it.
Yeah, there's a ground ball down the first off the mid of Hicks. And allow aboard for the second time. And so the Rays put that leadoff man up.
In the first, grounds that one to third, backhanded nicely by Meyer. The long throw, but not coming up with the scoop is Toro, as Judge stops at third. We told you about their bad defense.
It doesn't mean you're going to be the hero the next day. This is put in play to second. Estrada had to go under his glove. He's circling it.
Breaking ball there, dribbled out in front of home plate. Raleigh will make the play toward first, and it's off the glove of Tellez. It gets away, and Neto scores.
Well, you need a break on that one.
Get on the ground. Elvy kicks it. Here comes Yastrzemski, and the Giants take the lead. Well, even if he just catches it and can't throw out, Fitzgerald.
call, ground ball right side, goes off the glove of Smith. Alex Call on base for the third time today, for the seventh time in this series.
First pitch here, it's a chopper to third. It played Rengifo, and Rodriguez will reach. Luis Rengifo has had a really tough time defensively this year.
Ground ball up the middle. Nunez will gather, show off the strong arm, and Lowe can't grab it.
And so, sometimes that can hurt the guy's confidence or whatever, but now he's back at him. And so that juggle, we'll see how they rule it, but Heriberto Hernandez on for a third time now.
And it's playing throughout the Bay Area. It's a roller to the left side. It's knocked down by Muncy. But Newman's safe at first, and the Angels have runners on first and second.
Yeah, that's been a. I see what you mean there, yeah. Well, he beats it out. He's a cruiser.
a fair ball behind the bag. Jose Ramirez. And a nice job by Santana, but he couldn't hang on to it.
That ball had some run to it.
Yeah, he had to reach up the line. I thought he pulled it in initially. I start on May 30th as Rodriguez breaks his bat, rolls it to short. And De La Cruz buggy whipped it over there and threw it away.
Rodriguez got half that many tonight. They're not through the fifth. Ground ball right side, and Gorman sliding stop makes the play. Ball dropped. Jimenez aboard with a.
Well, I had some really good pitching coaches as well. Brent Smith, Bob McClure. They really helped me and mold me into who I was and
This is going to allow the run to score.
Might have to stay on with you.
Holton on a left-on-left triple. And a high bouncing chop here. Kicks away from a Torres backhand attempt. That's a real Baltimore chop for Gunnar Henderson.
People coming for his throat after that play. There's a ground ball hit softly out towards second. Fitzgerald or Winkler bobbles it. And
as we go to the bottom of the fourth.
That's cool to have pennants with the individual player.
Jeff McNeil hits a hot shot, and Estrada makes his second error of the day.
Wow.
Ground ball, that's going to go in the right. Beyond Caratini, down toward the corner, the pickup by Smith. The Rays get another run. Yandy winds up at third.
One hop to Michael Garcia. And Vinny's not able to pick it. Garcia got a little casual with that throw, and Torres was not running as hard as he could.
Stephen Kolek has been making pitches, making adjustments.
Backhanded by Bogarts. Another fine play, and this time Arise unable to handle the hop. Fly ball left center, hit pretty well. Lugo started in, has to race back. He's near the warning track, and he can't make the play. And he can't pick up the ball either. Bellinger goes all the way to third. Lugo was out of sorts from the beginning on that ball. He started in, he had to go back, and he never recovered.
Such a good defender out in the outfield normally too.
Base runner since 14 in a row retired by Dodgers pitchers. And that'll make it. No, he bobbled the ball and dropped it, and so Jose breaks up that streak of 14 in a row retired.
Takes off. Bogarts hits it on the ground, and Simon can't make the play. Machado's going to score. Merrill goes to the third base. And a two-run game here in the third inning.
As this ball was struck.
Tyler Glasnow are all in the injured list. Ground ball. That went right through Kim. The three-time Gold Glove winner in Korea had that one go right through him. And now that ball was scorched.
Back in the first inning as this one is banged over to Norby at third base. And the throw is nowhere near where it needed to be. And Bogarts and Cronenworth are both safe. And two men aboard now.
That we play in, that ball is a home run. Mookie slow roll to third. Vientos underneath his glove. Then it requires Lindor to pick it up. A week ago.
Up and in, comes down and away and soft.
Soto hits it right at the shifted third baseman Muncy. He low throws it, and Soto beats it out.
That side of the plate.
It's this crew. Little ground ball. Hamilton right on top of the bag. Throws poorly down into the dirt. Toro couldn't scoop it, and that'll be an error.
Lifted down the left side. That's going to be playable. It's a fair ball. That ball dropped by Lucas out there in left. And the Rays are going to wind up.
Weekend series, June 6th through the 8th against Seattle. There's a ground ball to short. Neto rooted back for it, able to handle it, but a high throw, and that pulled Shonowell off the bag. Neto got handcuffed a bit by the spin on that ball.
Lower than last year. Soft little tapper.
Oh. Allen threw it almost down the right field line.
He rushed it. He had an easy play. He got to it in plenty of time to take his time, turn. And
on the ground to third, backing up off the glove of Young.
And Mydroth will beat it out at first with the hustle.
The zone.
Ground ball to third. Zach McKinstry, a little juggle, and his throw is not in time. So the Naylor home run.
Right at Ozzie, but it takes a weird bounce over the glove out into right center. Holy sheets.
So we said a lot of nice things.
And he shoots that out to left field. It takes Palacios back a few steps, but he drops it. Wow, an eminently catchable ball, and he knocks it down.
Already go for 2 against Cameron. And India bobbles it. Bobbles it again, and Larnach is on. India's had a rough go defensively all year long, no matter where he has played. Infield.
Payoff pitch, and he'll lunge at that. Henderson gathers and guns. Not a good throw, and safe at first. Did not get the tag down. Rivera had to leave the bag on a poor toss from Henderson.
Broken bat. Isaac Paredes, he couldn't hold on. A little indecision as to whether to go to second or be able to make the transfer and go to first. And Isaac Paredes picks up
to get it back.
Up the middle. A knockdown here by Holiday, and he can't collect it. So Toro's going to be safe at first. Red Sox hitting the ball hard in this.
In AAA, but the weather was scheduled to be bad in Lehigh, where Buffalo is right now, so they both went down to Florida, got some work in. Hopefully they're both getting closer. And now another one in the dirt. And the inning continues.
It's good getting to see him again. 1-2, Brown lines it to Anderson, and it's off his glove. Well, Tim Anderson kind of played that baseball like he was all over it, and then it.
Remember that the white box was. Yeah. He was on the ground first.
Off of Paredes, and no play. Rortvedt is aboard.
Count here against Dylan Moore, 1-2. On the ground, Mydroth circles around it. And Elko not able to make the scoop at first. Let's go to Brooke for a scoop from the clubhouse.
Problematic.
Vargas' high throw will pull Elko off the bag.
Now that's when they say their middle name.
Yeah, right. Oof. Ground ball to third. Barrero bobbles the wet baseball, and that's going to cost him. And then he slipped as he turned it loose. That is not an easy play. That's what you start to worry.
On the ground to short, and Ortiz stumbled. No play. Could tell that footwork was an issue for Joey Ortiz trying to get around it. It'll be an E6.
You don't see that.
And a grounder to third, and it is booted by Ibanez.
This ball to first. Here is Olsen. He is great at that, but it's behind Holmes. And Duran is safe. Olsen, very rangy, one of the best defensive players in all.
Hit hard, third base. Paredes bobbles, and everybody's safe.
And now a ground ball down to third. Tana kicks it. He has not.
One up the middle. Sosa on the backhand. Throw high. Tag, and it spills out of Elko's glove.
And a chopper to first. Guerrero can't come down with it. Looked like he would have had a.
So you put all this work in, you come out, and that's your first at bat, and it's like a balloon pops.
Yeah, and you feel like here we go again.
That's
Safe.
There you go.
Lowe could not glove it off the dirt on the throw.
Castle and Henderson in back-to-back at-bats. There's a breaking ball, another ground ball to Brooks Lee, and he fumbles it.
Well, now.
Leody Taveras puts it in play. LeMahieu scampering to his left, and nobody's home. A collision at first base, and Taveras is down, at least for the moment.
Ground ball left side. That'll get the run in. Takes a funny hop, and Betts will reach. Dodgers on the board, and the tying run on base. 2-1 game in the third.
Because you're putting in the work. Sharply on the ground, but backhanded by Lawler. And he throws it away.
Grounded back to the mound. Kikuchi's got it. He drops it, stays with it, throws it away. From third comes Machado. Merrill's going to try to get in as well. Here comes the throw. He will.
A couple of Gold Gloves on the ground in the hole. Backhand. Fielding is high and over the head of Michael Busch. So Norby is aboard.
And I saw the way you looked at me. Well, I don't know how many outs there are. So there's a ground ball to first. Little bobble from Toro. Safe over there. McKinstry still legging it out. Gets another run. Malloy scores. Roll to third. It's Young, and it's into left field. Jace Young could not collect it. He's not going to be happy with himself on that. That'll go E5.
Yeah, that Hannafy got the ground ball.
Tapper right side. And that ball is dropped by Aranda. Stabbing at it with that first baseman's mitt. Fairbanks was on his way to cover. And now it's first and third.
This ball to the left of the shortstop. Oh, he bobbled. A double take. Throw gets away. The game is tied. Allen couldn't come up cleanly. And then he threw it away.
This should be a hit.
Up the middle. And it comes up on Story, and Drew Waters will be on with 1 out. That'll be an error on Story, and that ball.
2 and 4 seam, occasional changeup.
Ground ball down to third, and Durbin cannot come up with it cleanly.
Reaching a little bit better both inside and down the way.
Well, he makes a good pitch here on Tatis, buddy. Good luck the rest of the way.
Okay, thanks.
That was going to be a tough play.
Maldonado wraps on the right field. Going back is Judge, and he dropped the ball. Went up the heel of his glove. Now fumbling it, allowing Maldonado to go to second.
That's on the ground to short. Trejo bobbles it, crawls for it, can't get it. He got screened by Malloy on the way by. The Tigers get another run, and the wobble.
Beatty. And Nimmo goes to third. Tawa can't find it. They don't get anything. Tim Tawa thought it was behind him and lost sight of the ball. And that's a big out they don't get. And Busch can't handle it. And safe at first is Wilmer Flores. Wow.
Sacramento is considered hitter friendly. And this should do it. No, bobbled by Peraza. And Iglesias beats it out. Spoke too soon. So an E4.
Alec rolls over to first. Alonso's got it. Race to the bag. And he's safe. Alec really busting it up that line.
Staff will give up some home runs. Great call.
And now Lewis to third. That's a fair ball. A bobble there behind the bag. Long throw, and Lewis is safe. As May start.
MLB ranks this year top 10 in the bunch. There's a squibber to third. Chapman bobbles it to first, not in time.
Working hard at his craft, admiring his work. Slow roller out the second. Little glove flip, and Freeman can't hang on to it. I don't know if Kim could have.
And Langford chops out one to third. Backhand Williamson, and he can't get it cleanly. Everybody's safe.
Just got underneath this one. High in the air to shallow right field. And DeCenzo goes off his glove.
And he hits this one hard toward right center field. It hangs up though. Green is over. So is Carpenter, and they collide. And it falls in. A run scores as Darno comes home, and the Angels catch a break.
Ground ball, backhanded by Peraza. There's no play. Couldn't get a hold, so the bases are loaded on the infield single.
Well, it looked like Peraza. This time to Machado. And flat-footed. Just kind of.
It's sharply to third on one hop. Suarez throws it high. Everybody's safe. Turner scores.
Yeah. All right, so how's it feel, Craig? Oh, that eats up Edwards, and it rolls into left field, and Rooker's on the move. That's going to be a double. How's it feel, though, Craig?
First of all, it's a great look. Now, I don't have the number on this. I haven't seen it.
Than this outing, and I would argue he might have thrown the ball better today than he did in San Francisco.
Yeah, agreed. Ground ball to shortstop, and then Krim couldn't hold on to it at first.
Figure out what you got.
Another chopper. He's getting a lot of ground balls. Hamilton quickly over there, and it can't be dug out by Gonzalez. So Gasper will be safe.
Right side. Good glove on the backhand. Contreras bad throw. Friedel turns. Alertly shoots up to second. The catcher Pozo gathers in front of the.
Slowly hit to Chapman, and Chapman is going to lift up his glove just a little too soon.
So it is true. 9th time the charm as Vargas with an error to start this 9th inning.
I think one of the reasons for that is he let that ball play him.
Baseball. Ground ball to third. And Duar dropped it. His throw to first is not in time on Med.
How aggressive he was going to be.
Oh, man, he off the end of the bat right back to the mound. He threw it into Jose. Ramirez goes down, and now he looks to be hurt. And all the way to third goes Stephen Kwan.
Look here. Little chopper. And Ryan with a bobble. He'll shovel it. Safe.
Oh, no.
And Casas down clutching at his leg, maybe his knee there.
Yeah, I saw a stat the last 5 lefties that the Rays have faced. They've lost 4 of them.
Booted by Volpe, and that's going to be an E6, allowing Caminero to reach.
Ground ball to shortstop. Xavier Edwards across, up to play it off a bounce, and it's pushed away. Matt Mervis got hit. The ball falls. Seth.
In and out of Chapman's glove, and Doyle will be aboard.
This morning.
Uh-oh.
I want to get down there before you.
That gets by Edwards and rolls out to left center field. Here comes a throw in towards third. It's not in time. Now taking second is Gio Urshela.
High pop. And it's lost by Rosario. Throw to second and a tag on Martin.
First question was, well, Nick Lodolo doesn't even listen to music. McClain loses the handle. Lodolo doesn't even listen to music, so let alone dance.
Domo chops it to third. It's off the glove of Bohm. They're going to wave Hosey all the way around. It rolls up the line, and it's 6-1. Alec Bohm kicked that one well up the line and foul ground.
Grounded down to third and booted by Ramirez, and Kirk is going to reach. Boy, you don't see that very often.
Behind the Dodgers at 23-11. Zayat to short. Adames bobbles, fires over to first, not in time.
And a chopper booted by Clase. And not only is Jimenez safe, he is on his way to second base. They get a break.
Good bridge inning. Cardinals got the lead, and now on to Leahy. Barrero knocks that down high
throw, and that sails off the netting in front of the Cardinals dugout. And look who backs up the play. Pedro Pop.
It's me left side. Chapman boots it. What is going on? It's a third and Mayo. He's been busy and he bobbles this one. His second error here tonight.
Swings at the first one and it gets under the legs of India. So Theis will score. We will see how they rule it because that was smoked off the bat of Vaughn. Popped up. Mydroff settling underneath. And it goes off of his glove. The throw to second is overthrown.
India, it's a ground ball up the middle. Diving play. No play at second base. The game is tied. So Amaya was not able to connect with Mydroff.
You're talking about all those top fives, top sixes. Glancing off Seager's glove. And Gonzalez will be aboard. What should have been out number one.
Slow roller to third. That eats up Muncy. And the throw to first is low, and it's going to get past Kike Hernandez.
Chopper to short is Bichette with the bobble, and that will make a run score. Neto comes in, an error by Bichette. 4-0 Angels.
He had a lot more time than he thought, I think, on that ground ball, too.
Player did 6 home runs in play. Story couldn't quite get the top to throw, and a play at first safe. And the runners will hold at second and third.
20. He's a little slow bouncer. Tough play for Barger at third. He gets it across, and it's dropped. Guerrero dropped the ball. Soler would have been out, but Guerrero couldn't hold it.
Barger was working a lot.
And on the ground to third, into the glove of Caminero, and the throw, it sails. That's going to go out of play.
To complete its sentence before he's ready to throw.
He doesn't overpower you, but he tries to beat you by working quick. Dubon is going to reach off.
They want to hit.
It's a fair ball. Glove by Wade. He'll feed Roop, who can't hang on to it.
Good job by Lamont Wade Jr. of getting to the.
And the Giants never did catch up to it, really.
To first, and that squeezes through past Wade. He recovers, and not in time. They actually had a shot there on the.
A little tapper towards third. Short hop nicely by Jonathan India, but his throw's wide. Yiner turns, so he'll have to get back to first. He was reminded of that.
On the ground and off of Hamilton's glove. Who had more time.
Tremendous job of turning around this franchise. A proud franchise.
Bounce to third. Moncada backed up, and that's what did him in. As Rivera gets on base here, Moncada's been so good defensively, but
and Lindor hits one right to the second base bag, right under the glove of Kiner Falefa. What is going on? First Lindor makes an error, and now Kiner Falefa has one go right under his. How the Pirates think about this situation. Triolo hits it sharply, but right to Lindor, but it's off his glove, and everybody's safe. Looked like a prime double play ball off the bat, and Falefa. The slider hits slowly to short. In comes Lindor, gloves and fires wide, and he's safe at first base. Lindor would have had.
Tuve reaches on the fielder's choice. And Isaac Paredes, a line drive off the glove of Garcia. And that's going to reach the outfield. Looked like Garcia had it on the line drive, but it deflected off his glove. And the Astros.
Highest fly ball inducing pitchers in baseball. Anderson will scream this one on the ground to second. It's knocked down and then collected late by Brooks Lee. Henderson legs out. A 1
on his first major league home run. And now Wilson down to third, takes a tough hop, and he's on for the 5th time in this game.
Fly ball left center field, well hit. On the run is Marsh into the alley. He missed it. Oh boy. And the bases are now loaded. It's going to be his first error of the season.
Yeah, I think we were fortunate that Mason Wynn was going back to tag up, because Donovan almost ran by him.
And hits a slider to the left side that Caminero cannot come up with. And that
Grounded to third, Ramirez. Tall throw. Safe. Took Santana off the bag. 2 on.
And to the left side, right through Austin Riley. Here comes Abrams. And Keibert Ruiz will get bat on ball. And the Nats are on the board, so the teams will trade.
Yes, they were babies. They were not even babies back then. And we got Haas over here, and Jack is unlike his father. He might be a little camera shy.
A tapper on a curveball. Irvin cleanly fields with a bare hand, and then Lowe just dropped the throw. Urias with a good base running play. He gets all the way to
wanted to. He is deserving of being a big league manager. He's deserving of that.
Well, that was Olayed by Garcia. His first error of the year will put Jackson Holiday out.
Adele tops this one over to third. Max Muncy's there. Throws it over him, though, and Adele's going to get second. After talking about Dave Roberts.
Runner goes. And a ground ball to first again. Alonso's been busy. He'll flip to second right over his head. Narvaez hitting into third. He'll stop there. Duran taking off for second. And a miss.
Alvarez behind the plate. And there is one of those ground balls charged by Vientos. Gets a good hop, and then he dropped it. He got a great hop, and in the transfer it fell out of his hand, and Goldschmidt will be on.
And he's going to be better, and he's very good now.
On the ground, Vargas, the bobble, collects himself. But Rodriguez with speed will beat it out at first.
Bouncing ball off the side of the mound, and a bobble, and everybody's safe.
Base runner, whether he's breaking towards second.
Bounce to third, and it gets past Machado and into left. And the Blue Jays have 2 men on.
On the plane with a 6-3 record, and that's a good homestand. There's a bunt, and Wade's going to get to it, and then he's going to kick it.
Stott. Retreating is Tovar. Still with time, maybe. Nope. Stott runs really well.
1-2 off of Kohanowitz. Gathers quickly, throws away from Newman. That'll hit off the screening, and Soderstrom moves from second to third to throw.
Robert Jr. gets underneath this one to right field. Charging, and it pops out of the glove of Garcia. Robert Jr. is running hard, so he continues.
Rolled to short. Swanson. On a bounce, gets by.
Harlan Cardoza met me in the tunnel today. I mean, it's
Lee off on the pitch. A tapper back to Irvin, who has a kick off his glove, and he'll put it in his pocket. E1.
Now Caratini hits a bullet. That'll get into right field. Walker crossing third. He'll come home. He'll score standing up. And it's a 2-0 Astros lead.
Professional hitter, Victor. We are getting it. We're putting the things together. We had a great clubhouse. And
Mitch Keller.
Great talent, and it was finally coming together, you know, and Huntington at the time was.
Ground ball right in front of the plate. Freeland up with it. The line throw gets away from the first baseman. Peraza will score. Goldschmidt to third. And we talked about the Rockies.
This is the only chance I'm going to have. Shea hard rocket. That short hops Turner and bleeds into left field.
Yastrzemski sends one out to short. Abrams has it skip off him. Stop sign held up late for the base runner Fitzgerald at third. He thought about breaking for the plate on that error. Instead,
0-2 here to Arise. Austin Riley, tough hop. And he's not going to be able to get Luis Arise. Just a bad bounce right into the belly of the Braves' third baseman.
Right-hander Colin Snyder delivers. J.P. Crawford, who just checked in back into the game. He'll throw it away.
Heads up, Warren.
That goes into the camera well, and now the lead runner will be in scoring position on the east.
Who has 3 hits and 3 RBIs. And he's been swinging very early in the count. Michael Garcia bounces it to Vinny. He really didn't get his feet underneath him. And he is
the on lefty.
Albies hits that to third off the glove of Edmundo Sosa. And Albies is aboard. E5.
The finger pitch.
Beaten into the ground off the glove of Gino. He tried to get him with the split right there. He got the ground ball he wanted, but Suarez clanked it. Burrows can't pick it up. Races on, and everybody's safe. You get one chance with Corbin Carroll, and Burrows missed it.
Big error in last night's game by Connor Norby over at third. Couple of errors here again, and how about a third?
He got screened by his first baseman.
Wagaman
on the ground, second baseman, and it goes through his legs. Lau recovers, and he throws wildly. There might have been a little English on that ground ball, but it was still mishandled by Lau.
Cruz hits it hard up the middle. Perdomo plants some throws. Close at first. Naylor can't make it. Low throw by Jerry. Everybody's safe, and still just one out for Reynolds.
On to third. Moncada throws it away.
Oh, my goodness. Right out of the chute, they're giving you a break.
Line to second. Short hop Estrada. Can't come up with it. And everybody's safe. Beatty hit what could have been a double play ball if Estrada fields it cleanly.
And they just flipped Raleigh and Pena. That's going to be an infield hit. Not sure what was supposed to happen there. If Vargas made it clean, he had a shot. But if it got by Vargas, I don't think Capper's able to throw him out.
And then
chopper toward the mound. Vargas runs it down, slings it wide. Down the line it goes. Buxton can fly. He wants third, and he is there.
The obvious one now, but Jake Berger to right center field. Buxton jumps up, and that drops, and so does he. He'll pick it up, and Berger trying for 2. The throw to second is going to be late. Garcia to third. That's a fair ball. Lewis in foul ground. Long throw, and coming off the bag and unable to make the tag is France.
took something off of that throw.
But they've taken it to that next level.
Yeah, well, oh boy.
Pep has that one glanced off his glove.
I think he lost that in the lights. I know it sounds weird for a grounder to get lost in the lights, but I really think.
Naylor the other way, and it goes right through Williamson. It was hit pretty hard, couldn't make the backhand play.
Hernandez to third, picked by Machado. Throw to first will get away. Freeman is going to stop as he made his way down the line, but he will get to third and reaching.
Got on top of that fastball, dropped by Lopez. And so McCutchen will reach. It'll be the third Marlins error of the inning.
Back to the mound. Morejon's got it from the base of the hill. Throws it away. Ohtani's headed for second base. Here comes the throw from Arise. It is late.
Ground ball at first. Little bobble there. Throw to first base. Threw it away. Here comes the run. Sadon is in to score. Tampa Bay throwing it away.
Ground ball the other way. Rivera can't corral it. Clark reaches,
Paredes stopped at third, and that'll bring up Lawrence Butler.
Well, that's a good hold up there by.
To third, and Barger knocks it down, stays with it, and Guerrero won't dig this one out. Well, Barger's tested him a few times today.
And he's under this one, skies it into short center. Edwards out from second, and he's having trouble with it. It's going to drop, and into second base goes Caminero.
Heavily geared.
Bouncing ball to short. Henderson moves over, shuffles, low throw to first. Rivera can't dig it out.
And you know what, Chris?
Bouncer towards third. Charging in, Davidson has it. Davis came off the bag.
He is safe and a run scores.
Oh, 2 nights in a row.
And that slider left in the middle of the plate. That's a fair ball. So Farmer's going to reach as Mauricio boxed it into the ground. That means the tying run will come up with Tyler Freeman.
Zach Neto ahead in the count early. And he attacks, and that is a rope to the third base. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and Williamson unable to handle that. How do you score that, partner?
Yeah. Ground ball over to short. CJ picks it, throws high of first. Nathaniel Lowe can't get down to the bag in time, and the Rangers get a little bit of a gift. And we'll
got to give some credit to Eddie Perez. He has done a tremendous job. Oh, what a bummer. He booted it. And that's going to allow Alec Thomas to reach. 2-2, bouncing ball to Muncy. Waits back. Got to work quick. Throw to first is not even close.
Well, I think Muncy right away.
Hot shot, and right through Newman. And Story will reach, hit a bullet, and Newman not equal to it. Red Sox have a base runner.
Miguel Vargas, and it goes off the glove of Adames at short. It looked like he was already thinking about getting 2. And now here comes Maidra to throw to the plate. Safe!
Softly back to the mound.
Look at that.
Allen, whoa, did not make the play. Coming home Ibanez, and he'll make it.
He knew he wasn't going to rush. He was telling himself, don't rush. But with the bad throw, and then Manzarek.
Ground ball right side, and it goes right past Urias, and Turner's going to score.
Well, Harper did his job at just with 2 strikes, pulling the ball to the right side to advance.
You know, most importantly, it's working right now with his quality of contact, and he's, you know, we haven't seen him this confident in the big leagues in a long time. Perfect time to get picked. Not picked. Or picked.